Hello, fellow heroes. It's Sean, and welcome to Hero of the Table. Today, I'm going to be making some market stalls. I'm going to be using this dollhouse table that I got at a dollar store to build my market stall. This is going to be the base, and it's going to give me pretty much everything I need to do it. What I'm going to do is flip it over, put a roof on it, paint it. So we'll see how it looks when I'm done. I saw this idea on Facebook somewhere. I don't remember who I saw did it, and I don't remember the group that I was in, so I can't tell you about that. But I did steal it from somebody. This isn't an original idea, but I still think it's a pretty good idea that I'm going to make use of. So first up, I'm actually going to use some balsa wood to frame out the top so that when I put the fabric on top, it has some structure. So I've just got a bit of balsa wood. I'm going to cut it so that there's some lengths that can be placed around the top. I'll do the long ends and the short ends, and that will give me some structure for the canopy. With the top on, now I'm going to paint the whole thing. I'm just going to paint it a dark brown. I'm going to use this burnt umber, give it a nice base coat. Next, I'm going to dry brush this whole model with cold gray. It's kind of got a brown color to it, so I think it'll make the wood look nice and aged. Adding products to the market stalls is pretty easy. You just got to find some stuff you think would be good for them to be selling. This one I've kind of got some different weapons laid out from bits box that I've got. This is Warhammer 40k stuff. I've got a variety of weapons, got a helmet here. I'm going to paint those up and attach them, and this will be a kind of a weapons booth. I'm going to do a couple of different things with these. I think one is going to be this weapons booth, probably one that is close combat weapons and shields. That would kind of fit with more of a fantasy theme. Probably going to do one that's got treasures, different bits and bobs that are basically going to be gold and silver kind of thing. I might do a fruit stand, a meat stand, and a bread stand as well. I got to figure those out, see how I can make those work, but I think they could look pretty cool. I've got some DAS modeling clay. I'm going to use this to make some bread loaves and maybe some chunks of meat for my market stalls. I've never used this before, so this will be fun. I saw on a video from the Trainiac, Mel the Train Tutor, that when you're using this, if you mix in some PVA glue, that it will help with the cracking of it. All the stuff I'm going to make is pretty small, little loaves of bread and chunks of meat, but I'm still going to mix in a little bit of this. This PVA to help make sure that isn't a problem. Alright, my little bread loaves are dry. I'm going to paint them. I'm going to go with Monster Brown for the base color, and then I'm going to lighten it up with a little bit of white and just dry brush that across the top. I made some meat patties out of the modeling clay. I just made little balls, flattened them down, and now I'm going to paint them. I'm thinking basically like hamburgers here, so I'm going to paint them with burnt red so they kind of look like they're raw. I put them on a piece of tape, just rolled it up so I can hold it. Since they're so small, they're going to be hard to paint, but on this hopefully it'll be a little bit easier. Next up, I'm going to glue all the bread and meat pieces onto my market stall. I've got some watered down wood glue. I'm going to use a crappy old brush and put on little dots of glue and put the pieces in place. My next market stall is going to be one with a bunch of treasures. Most of these are from a Games Workshop Lizardman bits that I have laying around. I've also got some scrolls and some goblets. I've got a couple of things from 40k bits as well, but just kind of painted them, some gold, some bronze, and some silver, and I'm going to spread them around on here. I've kind of got a couple already glued on. I've got a purity seal on the side there, and then this is a one of the Lizardmen shield bosses, I think. So same thing, got some watered down wood glue. I'm going to put it in a couple places to attach these various things down. I've got this burlap I'm going to use for the canopy on these. Cut it to length. Gonna put a little wood glue around the edge of the top. I'm going to glue it in place. I didn't get this one on video, but here's another one of my market stalls. The way I did this, these are just foam balls I got at the craft store. Just a nice bag of little foam beads. I mixed them with some wood glue, spread them around on the top of this, and then I painted them the various colors. It's kind of just fruits is what I was thinking, you know, apples, lemons, limes, and oranges. I think it looks pretty good. The top I did, it's just a blue shop paper towel. What I did was I soaked it with watered down wood glue and then used some inks to just kind of blob on in different areas, just so it gives it a kind of a dirty look. Not 100% sure I like it, but I kind of do. So yeah, that one's pretty straightforward. I've got 4 of these stalls now. I got my treasures, a fruit stand, some weapons and armor. This is a kind of a fantasy weapons and armor, but you know, depending on the world you're playing in, these could also work for a sci-fi or wasteland setting. And then I've got some breads and some meats. I'm actually really happy with how these turned out. I think they look really nice. The meats are very consistent in color. I probably should have done maybe some fat on them, but I wasn't sure how that would look. But I'm pretty happy with the way they look. Obviously, you can do a variety of different market stalls, whatever you want. I've got some more. I'm probably going to do at least one that's going to be some guns and armor for a futuristic setting. You could really do kind of a whole board with market stalls. You know, if you go to some of the big stalls, the big open markets around the world, there's tons of little trinkets, whatever, that can be sold. So I just wanted to have a little bit, a couple of different ones. I'll probably do a few more, as I said, but I think that this is enough to really get going for now. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this and the other projects that I work on, you can subscribe to my channel. Be sure to click the bell so you get notifications when I post new videos. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook, and there you can see all the games I'm playing and projects I'm working on that may not make it to video. If you have any questions or comments, you can put in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. And remember, you don't have to be an expert to paint your models. Even a basic paint job will make for a better game.